My name is Marc and I live in Cornwall. Originally I'm from London and I spent most of my career in the National Health Service as a paramedic. So I come from a medical background, but later on I also became a holistic therapist. So my work involves working with energy, Reiki and other healing modalities, and I finally left the NHS in 2008 to become a holistic therapist full-time. I'm also a massage therapist as well, and I run a massage school in London. So earlier on in my holistic work, I realised that there was an element missing from the work that I was doing. It was great to see people coming for treatment and feeling good and losing some of their pain, feeling a lot better in themselves, but they always came back, and so I wondered what's missing, what's driving their pain or their illness or their discomfort. And so I went on a quest to find the answer to this question. And so one day I went to a psychic healing fair, and I met a lady there who introduced me to, this was back in 2005, maybe 2006, introduced me to the concept of, then it was called meta medicine. And I became fascinated, and it seemed like I'd found what I was looking for. And so I did an introduction course and really became very, very interested. There were a series of life events. I couldn't pursue things any further until last year. And I decided it was time to come back on this pathway and to search again for what I was looking for. So I did a Google search initially and found the Meta Health Academy. And it just so happened that the person who had already introduced me to Meta Health back in 2005 knew Rob and Joanne very, very well. And so she had no hesitation in recommending them. And so I booked on my very first introduction course to Meta Health, and that was last year. Like I was saying before, other people with health problems that never seem to fully recover, and also I had my own health challenges as well. And sometimes you can become fearful of illness. You can worry about your body, you worry why you're getting ill. Sometimes there are no answers to the question. And that's sometimes scary for a lot of people. What Meta Health does for me, and I'm sure for everybody else, is it answers those questions. You can understand why the body behaves in the way it does, and the big aha moment really is knowing that there is a reason for all of the symptoms that we get. And that's very, very empowering, and that makes you feel like you're in control of your body once you're in control of your mind. So after doing the introductory weekend at the Meta Health Academy with Rob and Jo, I came along to the big international conference last year, and what impressed me was that there were people from all over the world, from all walks of life, but there were people there who were doctors, who were in the medical industry, who were also accepting this missing link in health and well-being. And that reinforced it even more for me, because we tend to put a lot of our trust in the medical profession. So when the medical profession are recognising this, for me, and I guess for a lot of people, that gives it a lot of credence, really. So I decided, having attended the conference and having just got over an illness as well, that I needed to come and explore the reasons why my body was doing what it was, and also to help my family, the people around me that I love and care for. And this is now the second module of the whole program for me. And I think what I've also realized is that it isn't just about getting better physically, but it's about getting better on every level, emotionally, mentally, spiritually even, because everything comes together in unity, synchronous unity. So although I thought I was going to get better physically, I also find I'm getting better on all levels, and that's very empowering. I think what's impressed me about Robert and Joanne is that I get a real sense that they are really at the top of their game in this industry, in this world so far, and I think there's also a lot more to come. Robert and Joanne are very, very different in their approach to teaching, both very different characters, but what's very evident, what's very, very, very obvious is that although they're very different in their approach, they come together in unity and bring this message. Yeah, I just feel that they really understand what this is all about. The program is much more than I thought it would be. Like I said before, I came with a view to trying to find out why I was getting physical symptoms, but it's taken me on so many different pathways, so many different directions. And yeah, at first it's overwhelming, and you have to go away and you have to process all these things that are going through your head. But they're positive things. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's all unfolding before me and everybody else who I'm working with. And every day we are just awestruck by the things that we're discovering about who we really are. And that's fantastic. Rob and Jo are very encouraging, they're very supportive, they're very nurturing. And I think for anybody who wants to find out more about who they are, should come and spend time with Robert and Joanne. They're just awesome. What I've gained from the program is understanding, sounds like a cliche, but understanding who I really am. I'm still on that journey. I still don't fully understand who I am, but I'm beginning to understand who I am. And I'm also learning how to accept myself. And I think it was Buddha who said something like, you can search the universe to find somebody to love more than yourself, but you'll never find that person. I think the message is ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to start loving and liking yourself first before you can heal. And I think everybody that I've met on this program is on that journey. And I think that's what this is all about. It's learning to love yourself first before you can help other people. And that's ultimately what I guess most people want to do on this program. Yeah. Firstly, if you're going to come on a program like this, come and study with the Mental Health Academy. Come and work under the guise and auspices of Robert and Joanne. But be prepared to go on a journey. But don't be afraid to go on that journey. It's a big journey. It can be a deep journey for some people. But it's nothing to be frightened of, because you're cared for, you're nurtured, and everybody who's on the journey with you becomes what we talk about, our meta family. And it's true. You have your family at home, you have your loved ones, but you also have a family here as well. And we all meet up regularly. I've made some amazing contacts on very spiritual levels. and that feels very good. It was something I didn't expect, but feels good, and yeah, feel safe in doing this work in this environment. So I'd say be prepared for a long journey ahead of you, but a very valuable one in every way.